Hey guys, welcome back. I am Beast here. Today we're looking at something a bit different. We're looking at Mud Runner. I only picked the game up yesterday, had a quick playthrough, hadn't really watched a whole lot of videos or gameplay reviews or anything of the game. I'd read a couple of things online which said that the game had a bit of a slow moving pace. So I picked it up yesterday, got started in vanilla mode as a single player, and yeah, I found it to be challenging, a little bit tedious at times, but still quite interesting. But most of all, the physics engine and graphics are really awesome. I really enjoyed that compared to ATS and ETS, which are games that I usually play. I found it quite interesting fighting the mud and trying to get traction and driving around the track and all this kind of thing. So what we're going to do though is what I've done today is I've actually modded one of the vanilla vehicles. So we're going to go through and play the first stage of challenge of the game, or the first stage of the game in single player mode. We're going to do a casual game, but we're going to do the gameplay back with the vehicle I've modded, which is actually, I think it's a K9000. This bad boy here, K9000 forwarder. So what I've done with this vehicle, obviously, first thing is I've changed the amount of points that you need to get the vehicle, so we can get it straight away. I do love it because of the big wheels. My other favourite is down here is the Bell B45E. I've also played with this mod truck, which is the EDF supply truck, and of course the Oshkosh Hempt. So some pretty cool vehicles, and you can see this amphibious track here as well. But as I was saying, I did go through the game vanilla, which was interesting, but I got a bit tired of it. The start off vehicle is the Chevy Blazer, if you haven't played the game before, and you have to go through the map to unlock other vehicles, then use those vehicles to deliver logs and complete the 2 missions. But we are going to just play this vehicle today, so let's get straight into it. And what I've done with this vehicle, let me just check that we're on the right map. Grizzly Creek, yep. Choose the vehicle and let's start a new casual game. So with this vehicle I've changed the gearing so that it drives the way I wanted. I think I've put an extra gear or 2 into the transmission. I've sharpened up the response time for the steering so it steers a lot quicker, so we'll have a look at all that soon. I've changed the weight a little bit, and I've also changed the amount of points you get for shipping cargo in this particular truck. And to do that I just went into the DLC file and changed the stats for this particular vehicle. So let's get into it. She's a beast. One thing I did like about it was the seating position when you're inside the cab. It's very easy to see and drive. So we've got, let's get the medium log trailer. So we've got logs at the front, medium logs at the rear, so we're good. Alright, let's get in and drive, and let's have a look how the whole thing goes. I'm going to be using my Logitech wheel setup today. I didn't find a whole lot of integrations in the game to be able to use the gear shifter, apart from using your mouse down here and shifting the gears, and obviously the keyboard shortcuts as well, which was a bit disappointing, but yeah, all in all it's pretty good. So actually, if we jump back out of the vehicle and have a look at that steering, so you can see the steering response time, I've made it a little bit faster so it's a little sharper. And then I've changed the torque up. I think it's got like triple the amount of torque, which is a plus on the sealed roads, but not so good in the mud because of course you just spin tires and get buried. But we have maintained a similar gear ratio for the first gear so that we can control that power and still get moving it at a low speed. So in the game we start off at this spot here. If you haven't seen this before, you need to deliver 8 load points to each of these 2 mills, which luckily are located in the same place, which is good. But to do so you can't get through this block post with logs, so you'd think it would make sense that you start off here, drive to this log station here, or scavenge some logs in the wetlands, and then come across the bridge and down to the mill. But you can't do that at all, so we've got to go the long way, which is around this way, which is pretty good because actually I found out that you need to get fuel with these big girls because they run out of gas real quick, especially when they're ploughing the mud. Along the way we can unlock some different vehicles which we're supposed to use in the game to finish this mission. Of course we don't need to because I'm using a different vehicle. And you can unlock these dark areas of the map by venturing to these watch points and unlocking them as well. But again, we're not going to bother with that. We're just going to drive through here, get to this fuel station, drive and drive, come across some bridges across here, and somewhere down here is a log station. Pick up some logs, come through and deliver them, and if we get it right we can do it all in one load. So I'm not even going to set waypoints. We can set waypoints, but it's not really necessary. So let's get in the vehicle and let's drive. Start it up. Park brake is off and we're away. You can hear squeaking in the background. That's the steering wheel stand from my Logitech, which is kind of cool though because it matches the game sound effects as well. I changed the gearing on this truck, so I think it goes twice as fast as the standard truck goes, and I've increased its durability as well because otherwise you just get damage left, right and centre. Okay, let's get all wheels fired up, more traction. So usually you take logging roads and go over and slush through the mud to try and unlock vehicles to be able to continue along the trip, but we're just avoiding all of that by using this big beast, taking a long run. Hopefully we've got enough gas to get to the gas station because I have run out because it's such a hungry beast. Luckily if we make it to the fuel station though, I've modded this truck's fuel capacity to 3,000 litres, which is enough to get through probably several stages of the game. Right, so here we are. Alright, let's go get some fuel. You can imagine if the steering was standard how long it would take just to change directions, and I didn't really have time for all that. There we go, 2,865 litres refueled and we are good to go. We're getting close to where a log station would be. Yep, log station just there. So we're just going to head down there and get some logs. One thing I do love about the game is just that feeling of wading through the mud and getting your gearing right. Before it, you're just going to dig yourself into a hole and go nowhere, so power doesn't necessarily matter so much. I noticed a couple of the vanilla vehicles, just as they are, move very nicely through the mud. And just the graphics are amazing, I really love it. Like as the vehicles just the mud, and you can flick mud all over your windscreen. You can see it from inside the cab, like if you start burying yourself. It's just awesome. So we've unlocked one truck there. That's not the best truck, I've driven that truck. So we're just going to go here and load up, and then we're going to load our trailer up with medium logs. So we're carrying quite a load now, quite heavy, and all we're going to do is make our way across the map, come somewhere down here, and that'll take us out through this area here, and we can get down to a lumber mill and deliver our loads, and we should be done. That's all going to plan. But things don't often go to plan, do they? So we'll see. check and open our trailers a bit. Probably should have come in a bit wider with this space, but I think we'll be good. It takes a while to get used to the camera in this particular game, like it hops all around the place. I think that'll be enough to get us moving. So let's get in the truck. Right, we're good to go. Alright. So we've got our waypoints, we know where we're headed. It's just a matter of getting there with this, what would be a huge load actually. We'll see. Getting up there pretty easy. This mud's going to be interesting. Let's see what happens when we hit that. It's actually not too bad. And of course, as with any off-roading in the mud, you're either going to plough it real hard out if you've got some momentum when you hit the slush, or you need to actually just let the wheels, tyres bite in and just go low speed like that. Should be alright now though. It's going to be interesting clearing back up onto the road there. We don't have enough speed to really push up there. There's a few rocks there though, we can probably get a bit of traction on those rocks. Wow, we're up. Wow, we're up. That was easy. Amazing. Whoops. It's not good for the axles, is it? We're up. We're away. Feel like we're going to pull left. We're clear. All right. I think we must be getting pretty close to the lumberyard now. So let's have a good look at the map. Oh, we're actually miles away. Huh. Well, in any case, we want to go here and there. So we must have a turn-off coming up soon. So just keep eyes open for a turn-off. Turn off. Hit it with a bit of speed. Didn't work. All bolts down. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's okay. Plant the boot a bit. See if we can get some speed up. Get through that slush a little. Through that piece there. Oh, punch it, punch it. Nice. Oh my god, this truck is such a beast. when I first saw the game I didn't really get the appeal wading through mud, but looking at those graphics and driving it a bit and getting used to how it feels, and you know, it's like you really are in the mud, like you really are off-roading, and having to turn your wheels to gain traction and watch your torque and everything, go easy on the throttle and know when to get some speed up to try and plow through it. It's really awesome. If we go a bit easier, maybe we can get some better traction. Let's rise and down into the yard. There we go. Alright. Brakes on, so we want to deliver one load here. Oh no, it unloaded the whole lot. I didn't want to unload the whole lot. Oh my god. That's an issue, isn't it? Because we still need to deliver 8 points worth here. Okay. That wasn't really what we wanted to do. Detach trailer. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do a hard fast trip back to the same place. We're going to detach the trailer. We're going to get rid of it because we don't need it. We're just going to go back and get one load. I think what we'll do is we'll put the trailer right in this yard so we know that's the yard we don't need to dump any lumber at. We'll detach it right there and then we'll go past it. So, alright, the trailer's off. Right, so we'll map our path back again, unfortunately. There. To the log station. Right, and let's go. Digging in. think if we went straight ahead it also joins out, but I'm not keen to sit in this mode for too long. Those tyres bite in a bit, it's better. There we go. It looks so slow in the cab. Get out of the cab. It looks like you're gaining ground. Concentrate on those rocks. Awesome. Alright, back on. Sealed the road and stuff. Definitely the Big Bertha. But I missed that area. Oh, nothing. Good, good. Let's get logs and let's get out of here. Alright, we're out. going down, guys. Should be able to get there just before dark. You can definitely see like we've sped the process up a little bit by having a vehicle that's quicker on the roads and in some of the mud, but you can imagine what it's like if you're just running a normal vehicle. It'll be quite a tedious game. So it's a bit it's helping a little bit. That's good. Button if that throttle a bit and see if we can get a bit more traction. Yeah, it's much better. A beast of a wagon. try and grab onto the side of the track a bit if we can, just hopefully on the firmer ground maybe. Alright, awesome. So there you go guys, that's a quick run through of that particular mission. We unlocked a couple of vehicles, one of the garages, didn't bother with the watch points. All of that slog was only 6 kilometers, would you believe? It's crazy, and we didn't need any rescues. So, not the highest completion result, but still a good chance to look at our modded K9000, how it runs, which is flipping well I might add. And so now we're just going to run back to our garage, and the good news is we can go that way because the block point's open. Unlock 2 more trucks along the way, and back to our garage and park up. So let's just do that quickly. I almost feel like I should take diplock off so that I get better turning when I'm not on the dirt, maybe. Anyway, let's head out of here. So we'll unlock this truck here. So you know, I'm not even going to bother unlocking that truck because this thing doesn't turn so tight. So we're just going to head back to the garage. Big girl. Oh. Oops. Almost triggered, but we missed post the tracks. There's another truck here we can unlock as well. Is that the Bison? Chevy Bison. And this excellent truck. Pretty quick, good traction as well. Awesome. Would you believe, if you haven't played this game before, would you believe that what I'm doing now with this big truck handles better than the vanilla Chevy that you start the game with? That thing floats all over the road, it's crazy. I've not driven a real one, so I'm not sure if that's how they all handle, but it's terrible. It's like on the road here, it drives like it's on the mud, it just the drifts left and right, and the steering's so light. And yet this truck I've actually made the steering more responsive and faster, and it still handles way better. So that's the culprit there I'm talking about, that Chevy Blazer. Alright, we're back at base. So there you have it guys, quick walk through Mud Runner, the first stage in the single player casual, and running of course my modded version of the K9000 Forder. Runs better on the road and off road, and is lighter and more gas, takes more damage, and all the rest of it. So anyway, don't forget to check out my links in the description below if you're requiring a custom mod for ETS, ATS, a Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, and now of course Mud Runner, or any of the other popular games. Feel free to click the link in the description, zip across to my webpage and send me an inquiry, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Apart from that, feel free to check out more videos as they come out of the different mods and reviewing them, and other people's mods I'll be reviewing on here as well. Other new developments and games that we play as well. So hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you haven't played Mud Runner, I highly recommend checking it out, because if you have a bit of patience, it is a fun game, and that the graphics and physics engine are just awesome on it. So anyway, thanks again, guys. We'll catch you real soon.